Hey there, travel enthusiasts! Ready to explore the boot-shaped wonderland of Italy? Buckle up because we're about to dive into the top 30 best places to visit in Italy. From ancient ruins to stunning coastlines, from mouth-watering pizza to fashionable cities, Italy's got it all. We're talking about places so beautiful they make Michelangelo look like a stick figure artist. So grab your passports, pack your stretchy pants for all the pasta you're gonna eat, and let's get this Italian adventure started. Get ready to be wowed by the Colosseum, cruise the canals of Venice, and maybe even learn a little Italian. Mamma mia, that's a lot of excitement. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm your hilarious tour guide here to make sure you don't miss a single thing. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna learn, and by the end of this, you'll be saying ciao bella to Italy like a pro. First stop, Rome, the city that's so nice they named it twice, just kidding. But seriously, Rome is like stepping into a history book, except the book comes with amazing pasta and gelato. You've got the Colosseum where gladiators used to battle it out. Can you imagine? Are you not entertained? I mean, I get hangry too, but I usually just order a pizza. Speaking of pizza, you can't go to Rome without trying some authentic Roman-style pizza. Thin crust, crispy, and loaded with toppings. It's the kind of pizza that makes you want to sing opera even if you sound like a dying cat. And don't even get me started on the Trevi Fountain. Throw a coin in, make a wish, and hope for good luck. I threw a coin in and wished for an endless supply of pasta. No luck yet, but I'm still hopeful. Next up, we're sailing to Venice, the city of canals. It's like the love child of a fairy tale and a really romantic bathtub. Here, you gotta take a gondola ride even if it means mortgaging your house. It's worth it. Just try not to fall in the canal. Unless you like the idea of being a real-life gondolier, then go for it. I hear the fish are friendly. But seriously, getting lost in the labyrinthine streets and canals of Venice is part of the charm. It's like a real-life game of Where's Waldo? But instead of Waldo, you're searching for the nearest gelato shop. And trust me, they're everywhere. And when in Venice, channel your inner Casanova and woo your significant other with a romantic gondola ride. Just make sure your singing voice is better than mine, otherwise you might end up getting serenaded by pigeons. Florence, Italy. This place is like a walking, talking museum. You can't throw a meatball without hitting a masterpiece. And speaking of masterpieces, you gotta check out Michelangelo's David. He's like the most famous statue in the world. Good thing he's wearing a fig leaf, am I right? But seriously, Florence is overflowing with art and architecture. The Duomo, the Uffizi Gallery, the Ponte Vecchio, it's all breathtaking stuff. Just be prepared to walk a lot. Bring your comfy shoes, folks. And maybe an art history book, unless you want to be like, cool statue, bro. Next up, Milan, get ready to say ciao bella to the fashion capital of Italy. We're talking Gucci, Prada, Versace. It's like walking down a runway just to grab a slice of pizza. Listen, I love a good graphic tee and jeans as much as the next guy, but in Milan, I might have to step up my game. Maybe a blazer with those cargo shorts. But hey, even if you're not a fashion icon like me, Milan's got something for everyone. Amazing food, stunning architecture, and even a soccer team that's actually good. Alright folks, we're heading to Naples, the birthplace of pizza. Get those stretchy pants ready because we're about to carb load. We're talking thin crust, wood-fired perfection. Forget New York style, Chicago deep dish. This is the OG pizza experience. I'm talking San Marzano tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, basil. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. I'm gonna need a bigger plate. Actually, forget the plate, just roll me out of Naples when I'm done. Alright, we're heading south to the Amalfi Coast, where the views are as breathtaking as a perfectly thrown pizza dough. Picture this: turquoise waters, colorful villages clinging to cliffs, and enough lemon trees to make you pucker just looking at them. Speaking of clinging to cliffs, driving on those Amalfi Coast roads is an experience. Imagine a roller coaster, but instead of screaming teenagers, you've got tiny Italian cars beeping their horns. It's a wild ride, but hey, at least you'll work up an appetite for all that delicious pasta. And trust me, after a long day of dodging Fiats on hairpin turns, you'll need a big plate of spaghetti. You'll have earned it. Just try not to get any pasta sauce on those stunning views. They're best enjoyed stain-free. Next up, we're sailing over to Sicily, the largest island in the Mediterranean. This place has got it all: history, culture, beaches, and enough cannoli to satisfy even the biggest sweet tooth. Now you can't talk about Sicily without mentioning the Godfather. Just try not to make any offers anyone can't refuse, you know? But in all seriousness, this island is steeped in history, dating back to ancient times. We're talking Greek temples, Roman mosaics, the works. But hey, enough about the past, let's talk about the present, the food. Sicilian cuisine is like a delicious mix of all the best flavors Italy has to offer with a little extra Mediterranean flair. Think fresh seafood, juicy tomatoes, and enough garlic to ward off vampires, and maybe some friends too. So grab a cannoli, put on your best Marlon Brando impression, and get ready to experience the magic of Sicily. Just don't tell anyone I sent you, capiche? Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're off to Tuscany. This region is basically a postcard come to life, with rolling hills and vineyards as far as the eye can see. Tuscany is known for its wine, and it's grape-tastic. From Chianti to Brunello, your taste buds will be doing the tango. Just remember, folks, pace yourself. But hey, it's not just about the wine in Tuscany. You've got Renaissance art, charming villages, and enough history to make your head spin. So grab a glass of vino and get ready to experience the beauty of Tuscany. Welcome to Cinque Terre, or as I like to call it, Cinque Tired Legs. This place is known for its 5 colorful villages perched on the Italian Riviera coastline. Imagine the most picturesque postcard you've ever seen, and then multiply that by like 1,000. We're talking vibrant houses stacked on cliffs overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. You can practically smell the pesto and freshly caught seafood from here. But be prepared to work for those views, folks. Cinque Terre is all about hiking trails connecting the villages. They're not your average stroll in the park either. We're talking some serious inclines. I'm talking bring your oxygen mask and maybe a Sherpa kind of inclines. But hey, at least you can reward yourself with some delicious gelato at the top. Just picture yourself, gelato in hand, overlooking the sparkling turquoise water. You earned that Instagram-worthy shot, my friend. Just, maybe pack some extra strength ibuprofen too. Your calves will thank me later. Alright folks, get ready to say ciao to Lake Como, the place to be if you're feeling fancy. We're talking stunning villas, sparkling blue water, and enough celebrity sightings to make your head spin. You might even bump into George Clooney himself. Rumor has it he hangs out here. Maybe we can borrow his boat. Just kidding. Unless... No, but seriously, Lake Como is all about luxury. Think relaxing boat rides, strolling through charming villages, and sipping on Aperol spritzes with a view. Don't forget to pack your fanciest outfit because you never know who you might run into. Maybe you'll get invited to a swanky party at George's place. Okay, probably not, but a guy can dream, right? In all seriousness, Lake Como is a truly magical place. It's the kind of place where you can just relax, recharge, and pretend you're a millionaire for a day or two. And hey, if you see George, tell him Jimmy says what's up. Get ready to step back in time, folks, because we're heading to Pompeii. This ancient Roman city is frozen in time, thanks to Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. Pompeii is like a giant time capsule. Walk through the streets, see the houses, and check out the ancient Roman graffiti. It's like Instagram for Romans, but with more chariots. Pompeii is a truly humbling experience. Just, maybe don't stand too close to the mountain. Hey guys, welcome back to our Italian adventure. Our next stop is Verona, home of the star-crossed lovers Romeo and Juliet. Verona's a beautiful city with a lot of history, and it's just oozing with romance. So if you're looking for a place to pop the question, this might be it. But be warned, you might have to fight off a few other couples for the best spot. We're going for a happily ever after here, folks. It's also got a stunning Roman amphitheater, still used for operas and concerts today. And the food, pasta, wine, gelato, it's enough to make you want to book a one-way ticket and never leave. Buckle up those pants and loosen those belts because we're headed to Bologna, Italy's culinary capital. Get ready for pasta, prosciutto, Parmesan cheese, and more deliciousness than you can shake a breadstick at. Bologna is like the ultimate Italian grandma's house. A table overflowing with enough food to feed a small army? That's Bologna. Come hungry, you're expected to try everything. Seconds, thirds, maybe even fourths. Don't worry, there's stretchy pants in the gift shop. Bologna's also got a beautiful medieval center, with towers that lean more than a giraffe on roller skates. And the locals are super friendly, happy to see someone who appreciates a good plate of pasta. So, if you're a foodie, Bologna needs to be on your Italian bucket list. Just pack some loose-fitting clothes, you're gonna need them. Ciao Bella! Get ready to soak up some rays because we're headed to Sardinia, the second largest island in the Mediterranean. We're talking crystal clear waters, white sand beaches, and enough sunshine to give you a tan that'll make your friends jealous. I mean, have you seen these beaches? They're like something out of a postcard. There's hiking, sailing, exploring ancient ruins, and even some pretty cool caves to check out. Sardinia is known for its fresh seafood, and fish so fresh it practically jumps off the plate. So, pack your swimsuit, your shades, and your appetite for adventure, because Sardinia is calling. Hey folks, welcome back to our hilarious Italian adventure. Next stop, Pisa. You know what they got there? The Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's like the OG Instagram influencer, been tilting those angles since the 1100s. This tower is famous for, well, leaning. It's like it's trying to start a boy band with that pose. But hey, it's been standing for centuries, so they must be doing something right. Maybe it's the Italian concrete. It's like magic, I tell ya. And of course, no trip to Pisa is complete without taking that classic photo. You know the one where you pretend to hold the tower up? I've seen enough of those to last a lifetime. But hey, you gotta do it for the gram, right? Just try to be original. Maybe pretend you're pushing it over, or using it as a giant back scratcher. Let's see some creativity, people. Ahoy there, mateys! We're setting sail for Genoa, a city with a seafaring history as vast as the ocean itself. This place is like the original pirate hangout, minus the parrots and eye patches. Genoa's port has seen it all, from Christopher Columbus setting sail to discover America, you're welcome world, to, well, maybe not actual pirates, but you get the idea. It's a place brimming with maritime tales and salty sea dogs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jimmy, did you just compare yourself to Christopher Columbus? Well, let's just say we both have a knack for exploration, a love for adventure, and an insatiable appetite for Italian food. So, come on board and let's explore Genoa's charming streets, soak up its rich history, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find some buried treasure along the way, or at least some delicious focaccia. Ciao from Turin, the chocolate capital of Italy. That's right, folks, we're talking about the good stuff. Nutella, Gianduja, Bisserin, you name it, they got it. This is a city that takes its chocolate seriously, and frankly, so do I. Turin is like Willy Wonka's factory, but instead of Oompa Loompas, you've got Italian pastry chefs whipping up chocolate masterpieces. I'm talking about truffles, pralines, and hot chocolate so thick you can stand a spoon in it. Mamma mia! Now, I'm not saying you should come to Turin just for the chocolate, but also yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This is a chocoholic's dream come true. Just be sure to pack your stretchy pants and maybe a bib because things are about to get deliciously messy. And don't forget your toothbrush. Chocolate-covered smiles are cute, but not for too long. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Italian adventure. We're off to Capri, an island so beautiful, you'll think it's a green screen. It's like stepping onto a postcard, with those towering cliffs and the sparkling blue water. And speaking of blue, you gotta check out the Blue Grotto, a sea cave that glows like it's lit by 1,000 underwater disco balls. It's seriously trippy, folks. Now, to get to the Blue Grotto, you gotta hop on one of those little rowboats. And let me tell you, it's a tight squeeze. I felt like I was back in my dressing room at 30 Rock, trying to change in the dark. But trust me, it's worth it. Just try not to think about how many fish probably use that cave as their own personal, well, you know. Alright folks, buckle up because we're headed to Perugia, the chocolate capital of Italy. And let me tell you, this place is like Willy Wonka's Italian vacation home. They even have a chocolate festival, which is basically like Coachella for your taste buds. They got chocolate sculptures, chocolate fountains, chocolate-covered everything. I even saw a guy wearing a chocolate hat. It was melting a little, but hey, commitment to the theme, right? Now I consider myself a bit of a chocolate connoisseur. I mean, have you seen me eat a Reese's Pieces? It's a work of art. But in Perugia, I met my match. I tried this one chocolate truffle, and it was so rich, so decadent, it made me want to grab a microphone and belt out an opera. It was that good. Perugia, you had me at chocolate. Giddy up, everybody, we're off to Siena, home of the Palio, the most intense horse race you'll ever witness. Forget the Kentucky Derby, this is like the Super Bowl of bareback horse racing, Italian style. We're talking 10 horses, 10 jockeys, and a whole lot of dust. They race around the Piazza del Campo, which is basically a giant cobblestone square. And these guys ain't messing around. They're elbowing, they're whipping, they're even pulling each other off their horses. It's wild. And the crowd, forget about it, they're going bananas, cheering for their district. It's like a giant family reunion, except instead of awkward hugs, there's high-stakes horse racing. Now, I'm not much of a betting man, but I put a few euros on a horse named Spaghetti Carbonara. Did I win? Let's just say I'm sticking to comedy, folks. Hey everybody, welcome back to Top 30 Best Places to Visit in Italy, a humorous guide. We're off to Assisi, the birthplace of St. Francis. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a monk or anything, but Assisi is known for its peaceful vibes. It's built into a hillside in Umbria, known for its medieval art. You know, I've always wanted to live in a medieval town. Just imagine me rocking out with a lute. Or maybe not. Anyway, the Basilica of St. Francis is a must-see. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site with gorgeous frescoes. And hey, if you're feeling really holy, you can even stay in a monastery. Just picture me trying to sneak in a midnight snack. Psst, any chance of getting some extra bread and wine up in here? You know, for a holy purpose. Next up, we're heading to Matera, the city of stone. This place is like stepping back in time, literally. Matera is famous for its sassi, which are ancient cave dwellings. I'm talking about houses carved right into the cliffs. Can you imagine the real estate listings? Charming cave, recently renovated, stunning views, no natural light. But seriously, Matera is breathtaking. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's easy to see why. It's like walking through a history book, except the book is made of rocks. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, you can even stay in a cave hotel. Just don't blame me if you wake up with a dinosaur bone in your bed. Alright, coffee lovers, this one's for you. We're jetting off to Trieste, a city on the Adriatic coast known for its coffee culture. They take their caffeine seriously in Trieste. I'm talking about a city that makes New Yorkers look like they're sipping decaf. But hey, who am I to judge? I practically run on coffee. I'm pretty sure my blood type is espresso positive. In Trieste, you'll find historic cafes with a Viennese vibe. I'm picturing myself there now, trying to order an espresso in my best Italian accent. Un espresso, per favore, and make it snappy, I got a show to host. Hey guys, welcome back to our Italian adventure. We're in Ravenna today, and let me tell you, this place is bursting with color. It's like the mosaic capital of the world. They've got mosaics everywhere. Intricate designs, shimmering gold, biblical scenes. It's like walking into a giant sparkly history book. One of the most famous spots is the Basilica di San Vitale, incredible Byzantine mosaics, stepping back in time. You can't walk down the street in Ravenna without tripping over a mosaic. Alright folks, buckle up those stretchy pants because we're headed to Parma, the land of prosciutto and Parmesan cheese. We're talking about some seriously delicious cured meats and cheeses here. Prosciutto so tender it melts in your mouth, and Parmesan cheese so flavorful it'll make you want to slap your mama. You'll definitely want to high-five someone who loves cheese as much as you. They're not stingy with the portions here. Trust me, I know from experience. I may have eaten my weight in prosciutto and I regret nothing. Parma is a foodie's paradise, just be prepared to loosen your belt a few notches. Hey there, travel buddies, today we're hitting up Bergamo, a city that's like a delicious Italian sandwich. You got the lower city, all modern and bustling, and the upper city, perched on a hilltop like a medieval time capsule. Ancient walls, cobblestone streets, and fairy tale buildings. Getting to the upper city is an adventure. Take a funicular or brave the steep streets. The view from the top is absolutely breathtaking. Hey guys, welcome back to our Italian adventure. We're in Modena today, a city known for its fast cars and even faster vinegar? Yep, you heard that right. Modena is the balsamic vinegar capital of the world. This isn't your average salad dressing, folks. We're talking aged to perfection, thicker than syrup, sweet and tangy balsamic. They age this stuff for years, some of it even older than Justin Timberlake. And get this, they store this liquid gold in wooden barrels. We're talking oak, chestnut, cherry. Alright, maybe not unicorn horns, but you get the idea. So if you visit, ditch the diet for a day and take a balsamic vinegar tour. You'll learn all about the history, the process, and most importantly, you'll get to taste the good stuff. All right, folks, buckle up because we're heading south to the Florence of the South, Lecce. And let me tell you, this city is stunning. Imagine buildings made of butter, sculpted by angels. That's Lecce for you. It's all about the Baroque architecture here with these intricate carvings and ornate details. You gotta see this place to believe it. Lecce is worth it. Strap on your hiking boots and grab your trekking poles. We're headed to Trento. Nestled in the mountains, it's like a little Italian gingerbread village. Amazing views and even better pasta. Get ready to have your mind blown. Surrounded by stunning peaks in the Italian Alps, mountains so majestic they make you want to yodel. Hiking in Italy? Trento has got you covered. Reward yourself with delicious food after conquering those trails. Trust me on this one. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the Aosta Valley, Italy's winter wonderland, with more snow than a Mariah Carey Christmas special. If you're a skier or snowboarder, Aosta Valley is your Everest. And speaking of après-ski, Aosta Valley knows how to party. But the best part? The views. And there you have it, folks. The top 30 best places to visit in Italy. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just looking for some stunning views, Italy has something for everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel tips and adventures. Ciao!